Hello there, this is Claire Boscott and welcome to my mystery shopping expert interview, and today all the way from Hungary. Hello, Istvan, how are you?
Hi Claire, thank you. Fine. How are you?
Yes, I'm
Good to
very
see you.
good. Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? I mean, it just feels like we're next door to each other having a coffee.
Yeah.
But we met last year, so you and I have known each other, well, again, through MSPA conference,
Yes.
MSPA Mystery Shopping Professional Association, for quite a few years now. It's probably about 10 years now, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you have been on the board of directors for quite a few years as well, haven't you?
Well, now it's for 7 years now.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, yes, you must be
Yes.
liking it.
Yes, I like it.
It's a good bunch of people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good team and we have very good discussions and all of us love this industry, love improving customer service, so it's our hobby as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something that, brings us all together. We always say that, isn't it, during the conferences, and there's that share common values and common wish to have the world, deliver exceptional customer experiences. That's quite, that's something we all share with passion, and it really is reflects on the friendship we created all over the world, haven't
Yes.
we?
Yes, yes, I miss very much the personal meetings with you and with all of our colleagues from all around the world.
Mm. So you're in Hungary. I was supposed to be there this September. Obviously, that never happened. But how long have you been doing mystery shopping? What's your story? How did you
Oh, it's a long story. Uh,
30 minutes? So.
yeah, okay. So I am in the business for around 20 years,
Okay.
and the story is very interesting because I have been at a business management course in Japan in the middle of the 90s.
Okay.
And yes, and I met there a totally new customer service culture, which impressed me very much. And coming home, we were discussing with my Hungarian colleague I met there at that course that how nice it would be to experience such a high-level customer service in Hungary too.
Mm.
And after a couple of discussions, we decided to fund our company ClientFirst in order to help Hungarian companies to improve their customer service level. And mystery shopping was our strongest tool and is it our strongest tool to reach our goal.
Mm.
So nowadays we perform around 30,000 visits a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
quite
it's a
amazing.
very,
So it
yeah,
just started with a conversation of, a little vision and why don't we do this?
yes,
And then you went for it.
yes,
I
yes.
see that you've got an economic background as well.
Yes, I have. I am an engineer and economist as well.
Okay, so that's it's probably interesting as well the way you kind of looking at what's happening at the moment and how the businesses are
Yeah.
reflected by this little pandemic that we're having.
Little pandemic for almost a year, yes.
How's things in Hungary at the moment? Hungary, are you in complete lockdown or not quite there yet?
Uh, we are not in complete lockdown now. The shops close at 7 p.m.
Mhm,
and we are not allowed to go out after 8 p.m.
mhm.
But the shops are still open and uh, the situation, in spite of the situation that we have more positive cases now, far more positive cases than in spring,
Mhm.
uh, the regulation are not so strict.
Right.
So as in the spring, almost all of our clients stopped doing the mystery shopping.
Mhm.
Now we are still performing them and we do our best to to complete them in time.
Mhm.
But our biggest challenge now is that our shoppers are not so willing to go out and to meet people and to go to shops because of this situation.
Mm. I guess it's changed everybody's mindsets, isn't it? Everybody's,
Yes,
at the moment, there's so much emotion running around.
yes.
People not necessarily wanted to do. So how many shoppers do you have? How many shoppers do you have on your books?
We have around 10,000 shoppers in our database,
Mhm.
but around a couple of hundreds are active who do shops every month or every second month.
Mhm. Yeah. So and that's the problem more than. So now you've got clients wanting to have some visit, but
Yes,
then actually you finding it that it's the shoppers who are a little bit unwilling to do the visits themselves.
yes, because the shoppers has to wear masks,
Right.
we are in a in a better situation because the shoppers cannot be recognized if
No,
they
I
go
was going
back.
to say that's easier for a mystery shopper to
Yes,
wear a mask. I wear wigs and I've got moustaches
yes,
and glasses.
yes. Oh, it was a joke, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess the restrictions. So have you had to change quite a lot of the questionnaire actually within your programs?
Yes, we included some questions regarding the safety measures the companies took, and uh, we are looking for them as well. But the general questions we used to measure, they are still in the questionnaire, and we are measuring them.
Mm. So you said earlier mystery shopping is your main focus in the organization, in the businesses. Do you also do something else as part of, do you offer other services as well?
Yes, we do customer satisfaction service as well.
Mhm.
We do some consultations and some trainings. And we have a very successful program here in Hungary, the Excellence in Customer Service Award.
Mhm.
We funded it in 10 years ago during the financial crisis. And we award all those companies who do some exceptional work in customer service.
Mhm.
We measure them uh, every year, and we look for the best companies
Mm.
from different industries. Yeah.
So it's yourself, you're organizing those awards. So
Yes.
you're organizing those awards. All right, okay.
Yes.
So that's was it with just your clients that you're doing that, or is it through random kind of businesses that you're doing it through, perhaps in the city or throughout?
No, it's we make um, we ask companies, we invite companies to participate,
Okay.
and who wants to part because those companies from who we know that they are good in customer service, we invite them, and if they want to take part, we measure them.
Mm. Oh, excellent. No, that's really good. I'll have to look into it.
Okay.
Be a judge next year for you.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you.
you- always an occasion to do something.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And it's celebrating success, isn't it? We always
Oh,
talk
it's
about
very nice.
wrong
Yes.
and what's wrong and what's negative. And, well, let's talk about what's positive. Let's share, what's positive. And, because we'll, I know the negative, I always get, somebody said to me, oh, negative sells the best, Claire. And I'm like, well, yeah, but, positive, if you talk about positive, people will feel positive. They will want to become great because they've seen other businesses doing it. And, it's a different mindset when you've got that positive attitude behind you, isn't it?
Yes. And the positive mindset is more motivating for the employees that to hear only the negative side of their work.
That's right. That's right. I think that's important as well. Do you,
Yes.
when you roll out a program with clients, do you do some of your clients offer special treats to the employees when they do really well?
We have a program for the employees, but only a few clients use it.
Mm-hmm.
We started to recognize the best teams
Mm-hmm.
by uh, uh, visiting the locations randomly without any announcement and giving them a nice cake as a recognition of their excellent customer service.
Brilliant.
Yes, yes, and they love it very much, but only a few of our customers.
Taking it on.
Yes, yes.
I guess it's usually part of a bigger employee experience
Yes.
strategy, isn't it, when you're doing the recognition side of it? What do you
Yes.
see the biggest challenges for organization are at the moment? Obviously, there's a pandemic.
Yes, it's not easy. Um, what we see that the biggest challenges are to provide a safe and healthy environment for shopping and services. And we see that this became the most important issue, even more important than providing high-level customer experience. Because if the customers don't feel safe in a shop, they will choose another place to shop. And many of them try to avoid personal contacts. So companies try to offer click and collect services or touchless payment methods and so on. Some of them even try to avoid crowds in the shops, and they don't let the customers enter the shop if there are a certain number of them inside, or they try to redirect them to digital platforms or offering new services to them. So it's not easy to cope with this situation.
So safety really has become more of a priority than the experience itself.
Yes, yes. This is the basics now.
And I guess having your shoppers saying, they're worried about going in, that's probably the thing. If the shoppers themselves feel like that, there's obviously there need to be more work being done. Have you been helping your clients of putting in place all those new strategies?
Yes, we had some discussions with them regarding this kind of measures.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
try to help them even with measurements, even asking the customers how they feel during their shopping, during the visits, to offer our clients some tools for interviewing the customers and collecting feedbacks from them. Yes.
And so you also have a little happy faces tablet as well that you're offering as a satisfaction survey, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
That's a new project. Well, new, it's not that new now, isn't it? It's over a year old.
Yes. Yes. It's not so new. And for that happy faces tablets, you said we developed a touchless method for collecting customer feedbacks.
Well, how
So
does that work, touchless?
we put QR codes on the tablets, and the customers can choose if they touch the screen or just scan the QR code with their smartphone and filling out the questionnaires on their own smartphones.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Yes,
very
yes.
thinking. Yeah, definitely. So instead of having, you've got the tablets anyway, so it's like an exit survey, isn't it? Which is,
Yes.
offered to the clients, and then normally you would have just like the 3 different faces, and then he can make some additional comments. But then the other thing, they can do it directly on their phone.
Yes, and they don't have to touch the tablet.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, has it
Yes.
been very popular? Have you got a lot of?
Yes, it is popular and getting more popular now. And we offer our clients some posters on regarding on so asking the customers to give feedback. We put these QR codes on the posters as well, and they can scan the QR code with their smartphone and just and answering how safe they feel during the visit and so on.
So do you ask? So what's the difference then? What would be the difference between a mystery shop and then the satisfaction survey?
With mystery shopping, we measure how the customer service standards are performed in the practice, and this is the measurement of the standards of a company. And with customer service, customer satisfaction surveys, we ask the customers how they feel in the shop, and these 2 kind of measurements give a big a whole picture to the management. If they see that, okay, they have some idea what would be good for the customers, and they work out some rules. We measure how these rules are kept in the real life. But on the other hand, we ask the customers if are they satisfied with these rules, these standards or not.
And one's very obviously one's objective and the other one's subjective, isn't it? So
Yes, yes,
when the
yes.
mystery shopper, when we ask the mystery shopper to do a visit, we ask them to be very thorough in terms of, say what it happened, not necessarily have you seen changes actually, how the mystery shopping questions have changed from 20 years ago to what it is now?
Yeah.
What kind of changes? How do you think that has changed now?
In mystery shopping?
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe in the 20 years ago, we measured the basics of customer service, the greetings, the smile, the politeness of the staff, and so on. And now we measure these things as well, but we measure some additional features of, let's say, offering some extra to the customers. We have a client who is offering a cup of tea or cup of coffee for each of the customers who enter in the shop. And this is the most important feature in the mystery shopping, offering coffee, because with this the coffee offering they can distinguish from the competition.
Yes. It makes a difference, isn't it? I think
Yes.
it is about creating the experience, isn't it? And how your customers are feeling when they are, in your organization. Although the mystery shopping has to be very thorough and following some guidelines, you still want to know, was that cup of coffee really different? Would you come back here because of that cup of coffee, or would you go to somebody else?
Yes, and it's very important that besides the coffee, the basics have to be very, very good, have to be exceptional. The greeting, the smile, the politeness, and the cup of coffee is above all this.
Yeah,
this is how to say, we had a
cherry on top of the cake.
Yes, the cherry. Yes,
That's what you were trying to say.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, it is the cherry on top of the cake, isn't it? I think customers' expectations have gone higher and higher, isn't it? People travel, people go online, people, expect things to go quicker, faster, always better. And so making it, yes, your services have to be right on the spot, but then what can you do to make that little things that your customers are going to go, wow, that was amazing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
And that's what, every organization tries to do really, or should.
yes. And if a customer experience some cherry on the top of the cake,
Yeah.
uh, uh, after it becomes a need for him to receive it from every kind of shop.
Yes. So it puts the expectation, it puts the
Yes,
bar up again, doesn't it? Yeah.
yes,
And they kind of expect it to be like that. Do you think that the level of customer service in Hungary have grown since, you've started? Obviously you're doing
yes, of
good work.
course.
That's
Yes,
how,
yes, but the expectations of the customers are growing as well.
yeah.
So if we measure the customer satisfaction, maybe we cannot see a big, big increase because in the satisfaction level of the customers, because the expectations are higher as
Increased as
well.
well. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
true. What about your shoppers? So, they've, I guess they expectation hasn't changed much, has it? What does your mystery shoppers expect from you?
Hmm. Yes, it's very good questions. They expect uh, work
Yes, I guess, yes.
and easy work for high money.
I get you on that one.
Yes, and fast payment.
Right. Okay. So again, those are kind of, high at the top of a list of a mystery shopper. They're expecting things from. And I think something that I've always felt was really important, it's being very clear in what we say. Because from our end, when we ask a shopper to go and do something, it may seem very clear to us, but from their point of view, it isn't always very clear. And that perception from one end to the other can be very wrong and misinterpreted, and then they come back and they give you the wrong information. So clarity must be it's an important part of it.
Yes, yes.
And what do you expect of them then, the shoppers? What's the main characteristic that from a shopper? What do they need to do to become a mystery shopper with you?
A good question. Uh, Generally, we are looking for all kind of characters to be our mystery shoppers.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to be able to impersonate the typical customer of all our clients. So because of this, we let everybody to register, but after registering in our database, we give them a training on the basics of being a mystery shopper, which means that we have to make them understand the important role in our work and in the process of development of our clients. So we have to make them understand that besides mystery shopping is a very exciting and funny and challenging activity, on the other hand is a very, very serious work as well.
Yes,
It's very
definitely.
important for them to understand this.
Yes, I think sometimes it's a bit seen as, oh yes, get paid to shop kind of things, but they
Yes,
text a certain person to actually do it, because you've got to remember all those questions, you've got to go, you've got to prepare scenarios, you've got to remember loads of things, you've got to have great attention to details. It's quite a lot of work when and I think a lot of shoppers actually the first time they do it come back and say, oh, I didn't think it was going to be that hard.
yes, yes. And we try to provide them all kind of help to be successful. We have a mobile application.
Oh, yes.
They can use it during their shop or after they shop. They can fill the question out just after coming out from the shop.
From the visit.
And after the visit, yes.
So you're giving them all the tools, everything's
we try to give them everything to be successful, because we are depending on them.
And do you do actually, I'm sure you do, but do you do surveys? Do you survey your mystery shoppers?
Yes.
Yes.
We do, and we do.
Do you give them feedback as well?
We give them feedback after every visit they perform. Yeah. Yes. And we evaluate them. Yes.
It's very important, isn't it? It's very important because even for yourself, you know, if you're doing something and you don't know how did it work? Did it not work? Was it right? Was it not right? So it's an important to build that confidence as well and let them know that they're doing right. It's important, that feedback.
Yeah. we do it very, very seriously. We have a quality insurance team.
Yes.
And they give feedback after each visit. Yes.
They're very good.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, Istvan, thank you so much for being with me today and sharing a little bit of what's going on in Hungary. That's amazing. If people want to connect with you, either wants to do some work, or perhaps some shoppers, obviously your company is ClientFirst Consulting. What's the website address? And then I'll put it underneath the video.
ClientFirst.hu.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that's easy enough. Well, that's really, really good. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And hopefully, maybe we'll see each other next year at the conference for the MSPA. And let me know about those awards, you know? Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Claire. It was nice talking to you, and it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, as ever. We'll keep in touch.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.